It's been a minute since we last talked about the P word. And get your minds out of the gutter. I'm speaking about politics. Politics. Since I've been on the shelf, out of commission, off the scene,
He was worse than dead. His brain is gone.
this has happened. Followed by this, and then this.
Oh man. Oh God. Oh man.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Alright, so the last political video I did, Frost and I were talking about the debates, right? Right. Well, since then, since the debates dropped, apparently the mainstream media has now, after 3+ years, suddenly come to the conclusion that, oh shit, Joe Biden's a bumbling old man idiot.
No shit, Sherlock.
You know, things that the rest of us with eyes and deductive reasoning, common sense, have said for years.
Welcome to the party, pal.
But let's do part one. Part one.
1.
He refuses to step down. Well, of course he does. Why would he? Y'all elected a senile old man. He knew he didn't want to do this. Y'all knew he couldn't handle this. Y'all put him somewhere where he did not belong. And now you want to tell him you don't belong. Too late.
You knew then, and you did nothing.
Now his pride, ego, vanity, and legacy are on the line. There is no way in hell that man was going to step down. It just wasn't going to happen. Until
2.
yeah, somebody tried to kill Trump. Yeah.
What the hell is even that?
We have not seen an actual presidential assassination attempt since Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan was 2 months into his presidency when John Hinckley Jr. drew a $29 handgun outside the Washington Hilton Hotel on March 30th, 1981.
I don't know what to say about it, other than it was a debacle on every conceivable level. Can y'all tell me how patrons, those attending Trump's rally where he got his ear blown off, can y'all tell me how people who were there saw him, and the Secret Service that had counter snipers and elevated positions did not see, or better yet, ignored him?
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Now, I promise you, I will get into a diatribe about the assassination attempt, why I believe it happened, and the ultimate goal. And I will give you a sneak peek into that now as we transition to the next thing.
3.
Wow, he actually stepped down. Do y'all see that gap of time between him being asked to step down and when he actually stepped down? Just something to think about. Why did he find it so important to step down now, very shortly after the failed assassination attempt on Donald Trump?
Good question.
I don't do conspiracy theories. I do common sense, critical thinking, and deductive reasoning. He fought real hard to stay there, but then once this image came out, he decided to step down. He might have very well known that there was no way in hell he was going to beat Trump. I mean, that image alone, that image, I remember talking to my brothers because they were out of town, deep down in the country, when the assassination attempt happened. I remember calling and texting them, and they were shocked. And I remember in that text, I told them, somebody just tried to kill Trump. Congratulations, he will be our next president of the United States. Because trying to kill him validated every point he made, it suddenly made everything that he said true. So there's that. And just when I think it could not get any stranger with Biden suddenly stepping down, then he did this.
4. Well, we're boned.
This man actually promoted Kamala Harris to be the presidential nominee for the Democrat Party. Kamala Harris, the individual who at many points during his presidency polled lower than him. She has her own salacious past. I'll let y'all do a little research on that because there's a lot to cover. Then I don't want to make this an hour-long video.
You are droning on.
I just want to hit a few points. So Kamala Harris is now the presidential nominee for the Democrat Party. And as if that couldn't get any stranger, she chose this jackass. This dude who is currently under fire for a thing called stolen valor. Stolen valor is when you lie about your military service. And boy, has he been lying about his military service. I say this. I am a strong independent. I don't give a damn about any party in particular. I go to policies. And for a very, very long time, on Kamala Harris's website for president, she had no policies. And I understand why. Because she's a true fucking airhead. That is prevalent by the fact that her big economic plan, the crux of her economic plan is to tax unrealized gains.
Kamala Harris's proposals for capital gains taxes are part of a broader tax plan aimed at increasing revenue and addressing wealth inequality. Here's a breakdown of the key components. Tax on unrealized capital gains. Harris supports a tax on unrealized capital gains, a concept that has drawn significant attention. This tax would apply to households with wealth over $100 million. The tax rate proposed is 25% on both total income and unrealized capital gains, which includes the appreciation in value of assets that have not been sold. Realized capital gains. In addition to the unrealized capital gains tax, Harris's plan also includes increases to the realized capital gains tax rate. The maximum capital gains rate could rise to around 45%, combining the regular rate of 39.6% and an additional 5% investment tax. This increase would affect various types of assets, including stocks, real estate, and businesses.
This bitch can't be serious.
Let me break that down for the financial illiterate. She is not going to tax you on money you have not earned, money that you do not possess. Essentially, let's say you have $100,000 in equity in your home, yet you do not take that out. With her brilliant plan, you will be taxed for that equity.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
So yeah, I see why she didn't have shit on her website when it comes to policies. She had a disastrous interview on CNN where she looked like she couldn't do it by herself and had to have a man hold her hand. The idiot known as Tim Walz. This buffoon, this insult, and I really do not like him for this. This ass clown who lied about his military service was there by her side like either her yes man or somebody to make sure that she doesn't put more of her foot in her fucking mouth. Now, the reason I can't stand him more than what other people do is because an overwhelming amount of my family and friends have served in the military. I got an adopted son now, Army Ranger. So I don't take that shit lightly. My family and friends have served across every single conflict since the end of World War II combined. So when someone comes along and lies about what they have done for this country in that regard, I take it extremely personal.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Okay.
So Waltz, eat ass. And that is what we have for the presidential nomination on the Democrat side.
Well, we're boned.
Kamala Harris, or Kamala Harris, however y'all choose to say it. This woman with a, at best, sordid past and no brain capacity.
Is a reflection of our moment in our time, right? And present culture is the way we express how we're feeling about the moment. And we should always find times to express how we feel about the moment that is a reflection of joy, because you know, it comes in the morning.
And we have a lying asshole trying to impress people. Man, we are in trouble.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
And don't worry. Oh, I got a few more things to talk about, but that's for a little bit later. I'm going to tease y'all. Give you something to think about. But until that moment, this is your man, Big Brother Tucker, reminding you all to stand up, stand out, think differently. I'll holler.